So two very practical things that you can do to help back pain every single day to stop yourself from relapsing over and over again with back pain. Sometimes you don't have to do something to fix your back, you've got to just do things to stop aggravating it. The first thing is making sure you're bending and moving the correct way. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by this. So when you're bending, what you want is to maintain this lumbar lordosis because that's the strongest position for your discs to be in. So you should bend like this. The movement needs to happen at your hip joint rather than your hips staying still and your pelvis moving, and your back moving. We don't want that. So do not bend with a banana back like this. When you're doing your teeth over a sink, when you're reaching into a cupboard, picking something up, don't bend with a banana back because that puts huge pressure into the discs in your spine. You might be at the stage where your back's not feeling too bad, but all of a sudden you do your teeth over a sink and you catch yourself and you get stuck. So what I want you to do instead is this. You hinge at your hips, push your hips back and keep a straight lower back. That's the key thing here. If you're bending with a straight lower back, you're going to protect your spine, stop the relapses of back pain over and over again. Another key point here is what I do not want you doing is bending and then twisting. That's the worst thing you can do with your back. So bend hips back like this and do whatever you need to do. Then you need to go somewhere different. You stand up and you do that. You don't wander around twisting and bending with the back like this. You're going to hurt your back over and over again. So as I say, maintain the lumbar lordosis like this when you bend, and it's for some people an absolute game changer for getting rid of back pain. The next thing that we need to focus on is exactly what you're doing when you're sat in a chair. I'm going to show you that one right now. When you're sat in a chair, this is a major thing for most people with back pain. You need to make sure that you're not doing that. If you're in a car, if you're sat at a desk, on a computer, or if you're on a sofa in the evening, if you round your lower back by sliding your hips forwards, you're putting pressure into the discs in the spine and you're sat there for hours. It's only going to aggravate the spine and cause more back pain. The way to stop this is to make sure you slide your hips to the back of the chair and then sit up. That puts your lower back in a really optimal position so that you're not continually aggravating your spine over and over again. If you're in your car, you can put it to the back, sit up and use the lumbar support to bring it forward so that you feel something extending in the lower back. If you've not got a lumbar support on your car, roll up a jumper or a towel, stick it in the lower back so that you feel a bit more support through there. The key thing is that we have a lumbar lordosis, which is this curve in the lower back, and you do not want to sit like that. You want to maintain that lordosis, so get some sort of support in there, slide your bum to the back of the chair. A big thing to do in the evenings if you're going to be sat on a sofa for hours and it's just a big sofa that's really slouchy is either lie down or get a chair like this one, a dining room chair, and put it next to the sofa and sit like this. I know it sounds stupid, but it's going to save your back. Maybe just for a few weeks or months do that until your back's feeling a bit more solid, or even put a cushion under your lower back. You get the idea. Do not let your hips slide out, slide your hips back and sit straight. So those two things are going to be massive to saving your lower back and making sure that the problems don't continue to come back over and over again. The next thing you need to do is strengthen your spine. Have a look at my other video, very recently released. It's got lots of strengthening exercises for your lower back.